Scotland. We spent around 4 days on the Isle of Mull in total. Yep. We got the ferry back yesterday evening, which was Saturday, and we spent the night in
Fort William.
Yeah, Fort William, just a sort of mountain car park, wasn't it? The foot of Ben Nevis.
Yeah, foot of Ben Nevis.
Yeah, which was fine. It was a little slopey, but we sorted that out. And we've had a bit of a slow morning this morning, haven't we? Both went for runs.
Had some breakfast.
Brekkie, bit of fuel, bit of food shopping, although yeah, not much. And yeah, now we are heading to the Cairngorms, and we're planning to spend around sort of 4 days there, I think.
We're going to spend your working week. We're going to spend your working week there.
Yeah, essentially the working week, and then outside of work we'll be able to explore and do some walks, and hopefully Jack can do some cycling, and yeah, it should be good.
Hello. So it's Monday, late morning. So it's a work day for Laura. We're parked in the Cairngorms Mountain Resort car park, and I've just hiked up the green ski slope to a cafe for a coffee. It was about 1,400 feet of elevation over about 1.8 miles distance, so it's fairly sweaty when I got to the top, but incredible views. Not that cold. Yeah, there's bits of snow around, but not enough for any skiing here. I spoke to the guy in the ski shop this morning, and he was saying it's been a terrible year for skiing and winter sports. So yeah, but weather's great again. We've had a couple of days of drizzle and grey clouds, but today it's blue skies mostly, and probably, I don't know, 13-14 degrees. I'm just walking back down now to see Laura, and probably have to make some lunch for her when she's on her break. So yeah.
Look at them! Reindeer! Welcome back, team. We are currently parked in the Cairngorms National Park. It's Tuesday, so it's been a working day today. Yesterday Jack went off exploring up the mountain resort and got himself a nice coffee in the cafe. I was very jealous. And today, yeah, we've just sort of had a chilled day, done a few chores, and I finished at 5, so now we're making the most of the evening and we're going for a walk. This walk is to the Green Lock. I've seen lots of it on TikTok, and yeah, loads of people have recommended it, so it should be fairly short. We should be back before it's dark, and yeah, we're looking forward to it. That's creepy. Oh, I actually think it's dogs. Oh, yeah, it's dog graves. That's so sad. I loved you your whole life. I'll miss you for the rest of mine. Ah! Autism assistant dog. That's so sad. Frank, we should go because this is too sad. Come on.
We've just arrived at the Green Lock.
And
It's
green.
pretty green.
Look at this.
Frank's already been down for a paddle.
Yeah, he went straight in. What a legend. Nice uneven steps. I'd say it is definitely green. Why is it green though?
Leave a comment if you know why it's green.
It would be good for a dip, I think. Look at this. So clear. He's gone straight in, belly in. Aww. There's like a balcony up there, a wooden balcony. Let's go and see if we can get to this wooden balcony. Whoa. Lovely. So we took the old logging road back. On the way out we took the route through the forest, which is lovely. It's sort of dusk now, so we've made it back just in time. It took about, what was it, an hour and a half? Hour and a half to do the full... Yeah, so do the full loop, but that's including the stop to have a look at the Green Lock. All in all, a very nice walk, and yeah, definitely doable in an evening. And this is late March, isn't it? So the clocks haven't changed yet, but it's still light.
It's not hilly.
Yeah, it is quite flat.
It's like a gravel.
Yeah, nice gravel track. Yeah, would recommend. Frank's going home for his dinner, and there we are. Our time in the Cairngorms continued today as Jack cycled along the trails to the remote Ryone Bobby. This ride took him beyond the views of the Green Lock we explored yesterday and further along the track. For those unfamiliar, a bothy is a simple, unlocked shelter found in wild and remote areas. They provide basic refuge for walkers and cyclists, often including a fireplace, a place to sleep, perhaps some seating, and occasionally even supplies like firewood and maps. Jack was able to take a little peek inside. Good morning from the Cairngorms National Park. I've literally just got up. It's 7:15 and it's the start of our weekend, so I'm really excited to go and explore some more. We're heading to Balmoral. The castle grounds are open on Fridays, so we'll be going there. There are a few walks we want to do there, and we also want to go to Braemar, and yeah, there are a couple of sites that we want to tick off the list, so we're really excited to get going. This is a lovely road, but you can't see it because it's raining.
And the windscreen wipers don't work.
Our windscreen wipers have stopped working. They just seem to cut out as soon as it starts raining, which is really not very helpful. So yeah, wish us luck. So it looks pretty grey over there. Oh dear. A few times already, but this is probably the longest time they've not worked for, so maybe you have to pull over.
Relief. Our windscreen wipers thankfully kicked back into action, allowing us to continue our drive towards Braemar, and what a drive it was. We chose the renowned Snow Road scenic route, a spectacular journey that crosses the highest roads in Britain. This included the historic Old Military Road, treating us to amazing panoramic views across the beautiful Cairngorms National Park.
That was a good drive.
It was an excellent drive. Very scenic.
Yeah, we were just chatting on the way and saying how like the drives in Scotland don't seem like a chore. You could just drive all day and just be taking it in, and it's just so nice. There's always something different to see.
Yeah, I would agree.
You like driving on the roads?
I don't mind it. Some of the B roads can be a bit bumpy at times, but
Yeah.
which is okay, apart from if you've got a rattle in the back of the van, like something in the sink or in the drawer that's clacking together.
Yesterday it was driving me insane because there was a mug and a bowl in the sink and it was like clinking together the whole time. Had to go back there and rearrange. But yeah, otherwise very enjoyable.
Very enjoyable. Lynn of D.
The Lynn of D.
Show me the D.
It's actually really nice. It's like a gorge. And yeah, it is a gorge. But it's sort of surprising that it's here. We should go up to the bridge and look over the top. We've parked in the car park, which is up the footpath over there. And we're going to take a look over the bridge and then maybe take a walk just along the river here, where there's a nice footpath. And maybe we'll see some wildlife. Who knows? That is the River Dee.
Oh.
We're taking the river walk alongside, the River Dee. And there's this lovely footpath through the forest. That's very nice.
Very nice. Very good, very nice.
We were just saying how lovely this water looks. So clear, but you won't find us going in there, especially not in March. Yeah, a bit chilly.
What do you think of the River Lynn then? Oh. What do you think of the River Dee?
I think it's so beautiful. That was so good, wasn't it?
It was great.
It was just, beautiful walk. I think actually the river, that river was the River Dee, but I need to look up what that river was because I'm not actually sure if that was the River Dee. But it was, such a nice loop. I think it said 3.2k on all trails, but it took us probably about an hour, didn't it?
Yeah, we did go up to the bridge first.
Maybe a bit around that. But it was nice because we just stopped off and we're looking at the views and stuff. We didn't see any wildlife, but I think we might be a bit noisy. What do you think?
Possibly.
Yeah, Frank trotting along is probably doesn't help, but
and discussing what we're going to have for breakfast, lunch and dinner.
Yeah, mostly. No, now we've got to have lunch. I just want to say that I've just made the most delicious lunch. What was your rating, please, for the lunch?
10 out of 10.
8?
What?
What would make it better?
Like a crusty loaf, fresh crusty loaf maybe?
Yeah, but you bought that bread.
Yeah, but filling wise, 10 out of 10.
Okay, so this is what it was. A toasty, not great bread, just your average sort of multi-seed slice bread, which Jack bought. And then inside was one side buttered, some salami, then we had some cheddar cheese, and then we had some grated mozzarella, and then a little drizzle of mayonnaise, and then swished down and toasted in the pan till the cheese was fully melted. Oh, I forgot something.
Gherkins.
I also put cornichons in the sandwich, like thinly sliced, in amongst the cheese, and it was sensational. There we go. So now what are you having?
I'm having a hot cross bun because I'm so hungry. I've been working hard.
Working hard?
Yeah.
I'm hardly working. No, you've got to butter it. The next day, we made our way over to Balmoral Castle, where we were ready for our next adventure. We're taking the Cairn Walks route, and we're going to do a nice loop. We went on the popular Cairns walk around the Balmoral estate. Unfortunately, the castle grounds themselves weren't open for visitors on this particular Friday, but this scenic trail more than made up for it. The walk took us around a leisurely 2 hours, winding through beautiful woodland and offering glimpses of the surrounding landscape. Each of these prominent stone cairns commemorates a significant event or member of the royal family and were erected by Queen Victoria. And the reward for our walk? An absolutely stunning view of Balmoral Castle itself, nestled perfectly within this picturesque setting. A fantastic way to experience the beauty of the estate, even without going inside. We've been to the Highlanders Bakehouse. Not tasted this yet, but we've got a selection. First, oh, it's so big. Look, I didn't think it would be this long.
That's a long thing.
That's a cheese and mustard twist. Ooh, Frankie likes the smell of that. We've got a, oh, which one's this? Chocolate and pecan scone. Oh my god. And classic fruit scone. Looks really good. We've got some nice jam to go with that. And we couldn't resist. Oh, we've got something else as well. I forgot about one. We couldn't resist a sourdough loaf, which looks absolutely insane. And then the last thing was a bacon and sweet chilli cheese pastry. After our walk, we jumped in the van and headed north for Inverness. Here, we treated ourselves to a delicious dinner at the historic Victorian Market Hall. Thanks for joining us. See you in a bizzle.